Okay, we've got the BK set up. I'm using the IF video out. I even took the little image out here because I want as clean a signal as I can coming out of that. I've got it clipped to the first grid, to the grid of the first IF, dual probes. There's a scope image. I calibrated to make sure they're both the same size. So this is starting off, it's a dual trace scope, both traces hooked up to the same input. Now we're just going to work up the IF line. I'm going to go to the plate. I got it on AC, so this won't hurt the scope. And let's go back and see. This is the first tube plate, so clearly a lot of amplification going on there. I go to the other side of the cap, and it just pretty much inverts. There's not a whole lot of amplification there. I don't know why that happens. Maybe I'm loading down the cap with the probe. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I'm not too worried about that at this point. At least it's getting through. We'll go to the next stage. Okay, now we go through this tube, and I'm going to go to the grid from the output transformer after that tube. Let's see what we get. Okay, well, that's alright. Again, that tube doesn't seem to be doing a whole heck of a lot, but that's alright. We'll just keep moving right along. Let me go to the plate output from that tube and see what it looks like. Alright, again, we get a good amplification. So for some reason it seemed to drop a lot across the capacitance coupling that takes place at these transformers. Maybe that's something to do with the tuning. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to try adjusting the IF frequency to see if that does anything. I think I did this already, but it didn't really come up. I'm going to adjust the IF tuning. Alright, doesn't really seem to be doing a whole heck of a lot there, so I'm not sure what the significance of that is. I would have expected by altering the IF tuning that I would hit the peak of the cores, but again, I'm not sure. But here's what I'm getting to. So far you've seen that at least the signal's getting through. Now we're going to go to the plate of the next tube up. Wait for it to come up. We have massive amplification taking place there. Let me so that's like 10-fold increase, right? That's like 20-fold increase right there. I went from 10, I guess that's microvolts, to 200 microvolts. But I'm going to put these both on the same scale because I'm trying to really see what's going on. Alright, now we're going to go back to, remember, see that huge jump? And this is from the plate lead to the grid lead across that transformer. And let's see what happens now. Flat line. Look at that. Nothing. Well, a little bit of hash. Let's take a look at that hash. What the heck is that all about? Oh, look at this. That's interesting. I'm not sure what that is. Wow. That's really strange. So something's bad happening across this transformer. I go from the grid, dual trace, looking good. That's to the grid of the tube prior to that transformer. The plate of the tube prior to that transformer. Again, I get the massive signal. And then on the other side of that transformer, which is there's a capacitor coupled. This is the capacitor goes from this lead to here. This is a coil, part of the tuned coil that goes to ground. That coil is not open. I checked it for continuity. And what do I get? A whole lot of nothing. Why am I not getting anything now? There, flat line. The probe I'm moving is the top one. So for some reason, I can't get this trace to lock on. I'll try to find. Well, anyway, get the idea. Something's definitely not right here. So my goal is going to be to connect a capacitor from, oh, I don't want to touch and get shocked, from the terminal that comes from that transformer that's supposed to be coupling across those two terminals on the bottom of the lugs of the transformer. I'm just going to clip in a cap and see what happens. But for some reason, there's absolutely no signal getting across there, except for that weird hash we saw a little while ago. I'm not sure what that's all about. I've disabled the horizontal output just to kind of clean this up. I didn't want any horizontal noise from the sweep circuits getting in there. And I unplugged the converter and the oscillator too from the tuner. Again, I'm just trying to get this clean, just checking the IF amp. So anyway, more to come. We'll see how this pans out.